boy, I don't know how I feel about this book. I kind of liked it and I didn't like it. So the times when they're here in the real world, something about the art feels a little off. I don't know. Let's just look at the credits for a second. So I had two separate artists, and having read it, it makes sense why there's two separate artists, because we spend some time in the real world and some time in the virtual world. And I didn't really like the way the real world looked. Where are they? Like, where are they? So the premise to this what if is, what if instead of the X-Men gaining powers in the real world for being mutants, they had the EXE gene, which gives them powers in cyberspace. So it's cyberpunk X-Men, which is a really fun thing. It's like a fun hook, you know? So Charles is like, look, the government made Nimrod. It's going to hunt down Eric and kill him. I need you two to stop it. That's the premise. That is the premise. All right? Are you with me? Are you with me? I don't think you're with me. You're not with me. Go stop the monster. All right, now you're with me. So they go into cyberspace. She goes into cyberspace. He drives the car. All right? So she's diving in to cyberspace to save Eric at Asteroid M. That's his cyberspace world that he made for himself. He's fighting all sorts of crazy stuff because he's Cable, and that's what he does. But let's get to cyberspace. Real world, cyberspace. Things look different here. I like the change in the art. This really threw me off at first. I didn't like it. And then I was like, wait a minute, man. We're diving into cyberspace. She takes on kind of like a manga look. Like, this is some combination of different things. Like, the motorcycle is obviously kind of riffing off of Akira. She's like totally rocking the Majors style. Close enough, right? And Nimrod, look at him, man. He looks pretty cool, actually. So she battles with Nimrod. She explains how her powers work. And she meets Eric. And we're going to stop the plot there. Except I am going to flip to the one page I actually really did not like the way it looked. It's the very last page, and I think this is just atrocious looking. It's absolutely abominable. The art in the earlier sections of cyberspace actually was really clean. But I look here, like, what is wrong with Wolverine? They've got, like, Shiro noses. I kind of appreciate that. They totally do. But I don't like the way Wolverine looks. Cyclops is, Is that supposed to be Psylocke? And Beast, it doesn't work for me. I don't really like some of those redesigns. And there's, like, supplemental material. Like, back here, talk like a little profile of some of these characters. It's crazy. Yeah, I didn't like the art on this page. And actually, I didn't even notice this page over here when I first read it. For some reason, this was the end of the book when I read it, and I just totally didn't even see this thing. I'm sparing you from the twist, because there's totally a twist. But it's a good book. Brian Hill did a pretty interesting job writing it. The characters have unique, distinctive voices. Magneto is written a lot more villainously and a lot more compellingly and a lot more interestingly than Magneto. I'm going to keep pulling this out. Every time I review a Marvel book from now on, I'm just going to pull this out, which there won't be that many more because, except for what's pre-ordered in my name because I don't want to stiff my shop, and maybe some True Believers because that's back matter, I'm not buying Marvel anymore. So this is a good farewell to Marvel. It was a fun time. I can understand, like, if somebody's reading this and they see the art on this page, like this 2-page spread, and they're like, this is ugly. But this is actually really well constructed colorized manga art. It's actually pretty. I would play like a game with this kind of cel-shaded aesthetic. I totally would. It'd be fun. I kept meaning to play the Ghost in the Shell shooter that came out, like the online shooter thing, and I never did. Now it's gone. I still have it installed, for crying out loud. Oh boy, that says something about me. This cover. So I ripped that one page on the inside. This cover is atrocious. And in a sane world where I didn't want to preserve the book because I respect the integrity of the book just in and of itself, I would just rip this cover off and throw it away and like come in here and take, like this cell and blow that up to be the new cover of the book, because this is terrible. This is an atrocious cover. There's nothing appealing about it. At least to my eye. Maybe to yours there is, but not to my eye. So I liked it. That's the short version, $3.99. I like that puppy. I like that puppy a lot. Go ahead. I bet you there's still some on your store shelf. You should give it a try. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.